I will quickly show it to you. I have shown this input here, where you make forward, down, down, forward 2 without the neutral input. So today I just want to point out, because some of you asked in the comments, how do you even do this? Always when I try to get the perfect electric without the neutral input, I always still get forward, neutral, down, down, forward. It's because you're either not fast enough, or you are raising your thumb up up from the forward button. You don't have to raise your thumb from the forward button. You have to actually slide from forward to down immediately, and down forward. It looks very fast if you do it. So you I cannot show it to you properly here. You just have to try it yourself. As you can see, the last input, it is forward, down, down, forward without the neutral input. That is the correct way to input the perfect electric. Well, actually, that is one option how you can do it, but I have actually found out for myself how you can do it even easier on pad, and I'm sure everybody is able to do this. Once you land the down for 2 counter hit, obviously, you may use the second option I have shown you in my earlier video with this input. You can see it right now, but it is rather different to make this with the directional inputs, because you really have to do it precisely and very fast. So it is not very reliable, I would say. What you can do also is you can actually drop your thumb from the forward button into to the analog stick, to the down forward direction. It looks something like this when you press on and just drop your thumb to this direction. You know. And yeah, it should look something like this. Okay, now we got it. I have tried the perfect electric on an arcade stick. I never played arcade stick before, but I have seen some people play with it, so I just picked it up for myself. I just wanted to try it. And obviously I was player 2 side, because player 1 side with the stick is just fucking weird. I can't use it with my with the middle of my hand. I had to use my fingers. But I can tell that it was much easier to perfect electric with Kazuya than doing it with just these directional inputs. Yeah, I would actually recommend you to just get familiar with this input, because of course to hold the controller like this and do it is much harder, but when you play it normally, you can see that, you see, even if I just drop my thumb to the down forward, you still get sometimes the second variation of the perfect electric. You see, forward, down, down, forward. 3 times I have made it now. What else is to say? Oh, right. When you look for the right timing, people always say that once you get a counter hit, you input down for 4, because it's also 13 frames, just like the perfect electric, and you can see when the right timing is. But for me, I don't know, I didn't actually understand it, because you can input down for 4. I'm sorry. You can input down for 4 at any time, and it is not a bufferable move. Wait. Wrong. It is a bufferable move. You can input it at any time. It will come out after the down for 2. But the perfect electric is not bufferable. You have to input it at a specific moment, and this makes it so difficult to find the right timing. When do I have to actually input this? And I have actually 2, maybe 3 how is it called, tips, hints for you. Yes, obviously you can still look at the downward 4, because even if this is bufferable, you can see when Kazuya is actually doing his downward 4, when he's how do you call it, when he's raising his leg. It is still helpful to look at Kazuya's animation. When is he starting to do something? Another thing you can watch for is, for example, Heihachi. I'm training with him. When Heihachi's knee is falling to the ground, at that exact moment you have to input the perfect electric, or else Heihachi will start float. If you let him hold his knee to the ground longer than just one frame, the exact frame when he lands on the ground with his knee, it is too late. He will start floating. You see? Next, what you can do is you can activate the recovery animation to display, and you can watch when is Kazuya exactly recovering from the down 4-2. And it is actually when he starts, when his both arms are starting to look forward. Actually, what I did to find out this the right timing, I have recorded the down 4-2 into perfect electric once, and I have watched the video in slow motion, so I could find it easier. And even those how is it called? Even the command history was displayed, so I could track the inputs I have made when the right timing is, to find out when the right timing is, Okay, but this is also a bit hard with this I'm sorry, how is it called? The recovery animation displays. It is still hard to find out, because in real time, obviously, you will not play in slow motion. You will play in normal speed. And I don't know how about you guys, but for me, it is rather different to find out when the exact when the recovery is finished. So, for the last tip I'm gonna give you when the right timing is, and this is the timing I am looking forward. You have probably noticed that if you land a counter hit like down 4-2, the camera zooms it in quite a bit and zooms immediately out again. You see, look, you know that, right? It zooms a little bit in and immediately out. So the right timing I have found out during the time I have watched the slow motion down 4-2 into perfect electric. The moment the camera has finished moving inside and out, the zooming, it's the exact moment where you have to input perfect electric. Decide first on what you want your eye to be trained on what you want to react. Is it the falling knee of the character of your opponent, of your enemy? Is it the camera that zooms in and out, or is it Kazuya who fully recovers out of his down 4-2? You really have to choose one thing and just train your eye on it. I'm just gonna try and demonstrate it, the perfect electric for you sometimes. But again, before I do it, I have tried many times with only the directional inputs to make a perfect electric, but trust me, it is so unreliable. It is so unreliable. This is really absurd sometimes how fast you have to do it. So what I recommend you is to push down forward and immediately drop your thumb to down forward. All right, now I will try and show you an optimal combo from the down for 2 perfect electric. I'm not the best in it, but I can show you a sample combo, an intermediate sample combo, what you can try out for yourself. When I say intermediate, I mean like orange ranks, red ranks, you know, because my Kazuya reached red ranks twice, but I have never made out of it. I'm always falling back to Overlord or Savior. Kazuya is a very, very difficult character in ranked, because it's like everybody knows the matchup, and you have to play very safely. Oh my god. I feel tired. Oh, okay. I failed it. Yeah, but something like that. I hope this video was helpful, and yeah, happy training.